Know what to expect over the next 1 to 3 days? Well, I'm here to tell you. Welcome to Daily Energy, your news before news. I'm your host, Araya Eden. Good one, everyone. Good one means good, blessed, and wonderful. So today's energy kicks off with the need for organization. Okay, so we're talking about organization, taking care of business needs, especially around the home front. This energy brings in the need for cleanliness, to go with a to do list, to be organized as possible, is what this energy is doing. So it also brings in conflict when it comes down to communication. Okay, the reason why it brings in conflict with by way of communication is because if you have effective communication, then things are going to be good. You're going to find this day rewarding and supportive. But if you have ineffective communication, and those around you have ineffective communication, then this could pose as a difficult day for many. And so much so that I see a lot of disagreements. And this is actually over the next 1 to 3 days. And so things intensify. I see many more airstrikes. I see much bad energy. I see sadness over the next 1 to 3 days. Around 12 o'clock today, things pick up and it gets busy. And when it picks up and it gets busy, there's going to be a lot of accidents, car wrecks over the next 1 to 3 days. I see crashes, okay, happening here, as well as I'm seeing a lot of go energy, okay? Like go energy, just really like fast paced manic energy. And sometimes that comes with irritability and annoyance. And so for that reason, this day is going to be considered in my book a hostile day. Okay. This day is a hostile day. Okay. So for the majority, it would be best, those who can, to stick as close to home as possible, especially over the next 1 to 3 days or so, because I'm seeing like I said, airstrikes, missiles, booms. Now in America, we might not have to worry about that right now, but until we have to worry about that, because I am seeing that there's going to be an issue with where some of these missiles are being aimed. And so that's something that we're going to hear and see over the news over the next 1 to 3 days. So it's not affecting you now until it's affecting you. And so one day it will affect you. Okay. So you want to pay attention to what's going on around you, especially at this time. I see only a few drops of rain. Like I see only a few drops here and there. So in some places, I feel like the rain is going to just be a mist for a little while. Here, at least today, I'm not picking up on a lot of rain energy here, but I am in Texas. So it might be cloudy with a little bit of mist instead of meatballs, but I am seeing that energy here. But I'm seeing a blast is why I'm telling you that, stick close to home, stick close to whatever you can stick close to, pay attention to your surrounding, go with your gut feelings. I'm seeing something come in about Gordon. This could be Gordon Ramsay, Gordon Bennett. But I am seeing something coming in about Gordon or even Bennett or Benet. Okay. We'll see something in the news over the next 1 to 3 days about them. I am seeing here the need for cleanliness. So the energy is going to be centered around cleanliness, washing. But that energy also comes in with like, I'm going to tell you that I see some kind of dive in the water, right? Okay, I keep picking up water. So water type accidents is what I'm seeing here. Specifically, I'm seeing an aircraft, it's either an aircraft or a ship, but whatever it is massive. It's massive. It could be a Boeing, but I see that going down. I see it going down here. And I'm not certain as to where it goes down, but I see it doing a nosedive here. So we have another plane crash coming up. And I know it's a plane because I see crash, okay? So I would say over the next 1 or 3 days or so, there's going to be another plane crash here. I'm also picking up on something having to do with Thailand. And these missiles, these military strikes, these whatever these strikes are, that's going up in the air, it's going to intensify over the next 1 to 3 days. And I'm talking about, I'm seeing strikes, violent strikes. Okay. Yeah, a lot of like fighting activity here. Like we're talking about batter. We're talking about domestic violence. We're talking about stabbing people being stabbed, crimes of passion. And, you know, they say the stab victims, when they stab people, typically that's somebody that they know. Here, especially when it's multiple times, it's like a rage type of situation. I'm also picking up something about the rap culture here coming up over the next 1 or 3 days or so. A popular rapper ends up taking the headlines. This could be the Diddy case, because I am picking up on a court case, somebody being held in contempt of court. I'm picking up Warren Buffett. We're going to hear more about Warren Buffett over the next 1 to 3 days. Possibly even MC Hammer. Or this is just you needing to do repairs with the hammer in your home front, because this energy is about designing, cleaning, organizing, taking care of home. And so today, to make the best of this energy, it will be good to focus on the home front and clean the internal environments that you live in. But I am getting shootings and bangings over the next 1 to 3 days, okay? And so with this comes what? Mass transitions into the spirit. We're dealing with this for the rest of this year. Mass transitions into the spirit, you know, because that's what this year deals with. I'm also seeing crack and drug abuse. So we'll see some news about cracks. Like people being on crack. I told you before, people being on meth, illicit drugs. Maybe they're still going to be doing a crackdown, which they are. They're still going to be doing a crackdown because we're still in that 1 to 3 day energy to where they're going to be doing a crackdown on immigrants and probably even now so on people who are selling drugs, because I'm seeing illicit drugs, drug abuse, drug use. This is increasing over the next 1 to 3 days. So we'll also be seeing drug activity, like drug rivals, like that type of violence coming in. This could actually be gang violence that I'm picking up on. I'm seeing a celebration, a party, an event of some sort, reunions. I'm seeing something about a reunion. So we'll hear more about that over the next 1 to 3 days, or for a reception of some sort. We'll hear about the trial, and we'll hear about something, like I said, contempt in court. Something happened there. We'll hear more about some kind of bid. We'll hear about like a bid of some sort. It's what I'm picking up on. But yeah, so mainly we'll hear more about the trial. Advertisement is something that many will be doing today. They might be advertising big deals, big sales, to keep people interested at this time. But I am definitely seeing advertisement highlighted. Travel is also going to be one of the things highlighted. I see a lot of travel, a lot of rush, a lot of like fast-paced energy here. People focusing on their career, which is not a bad thing to do. But over the next 1 to 3 days, I see people focusing more on career. We're going to have more career information come up. But something might come up about DART. This could be the Cup Factory. This could be DART in Dallas. This could be like a train system, a shooting that might happen at DART. But I'm picking up something about DART, okay? Or somebody could throw a dart at somebody, okay? I am seeing here like a competition of some sort. This could be, because I'm seeing trophies. So this could be when it comes down to baseball or cricket or something along those lines. But I'm seeing some kind of, or tennis, but I'm seeing some kind of trophy here. Possible smash and grabs going on, looting in places where there are missile strikes. Like, why would you even be thinking about stuff like that right now, But people are going to be trying to take advantage of situations, and where there's loss, some people believe there's gain. And so that's something that we could see happening over the next 1 to 3 days. It doesn't have to be looting. I'm just seeing smash, crash, smash, crash. So smash and grab is only something that could happen. But mainly a lot of car wrecks, a lot of car crashes. And some of it is due to being under the influence of a substance of some sort here. Okay. And so, like I said, the plane crash, stroke energy is here. It's still here. As well as seizures. I'm still picking up on strokes and seizures. Somebody, a celebrity or a government official here, they will likely be admitted to the hospital or something because they had a stroke. And speaking of admission, there might be like somebody's like trying to like scratch out things and write their own things in, So this is tampering with evidence, tampering with history type of situation. Somebody by the name of Chad might be significant here. We'll hear something in the news over the next 1 to 3 days or 4 about a Chad. Zest. This could be something about Zest soap, or this could be just Zest fully clean, which is Zest soap. You're not fully clean unless you Zest fully clean. So you see this clean up energy coming in, right? So still this energy is saying clean up, everybody clean up, So that's what we're getting here over the next 1 to 3 days or 4. Good day to clean, mop your floors, smudge your house, that type of thing. And you want to do it now because it seems like it's going to get busy here, today, and then after today energy is going to pick up in about a day or 2. So today is cleaning, tomorrow is like taking care of you, that type of thing. Fingerprints, something coming in about fingerprints. They find a rapper's fingerprints on something, child, or, they find, cause we're dealing with evidence and we're dealing with court, but I'm seeing rapper and then I'm seeing fingerprint. It don't have to be a rapper. Maybe it's a requirement, a new requirement, that, people are going to have their fingerprints on something. People are going to have their fingerprints on something, or people are going to be fingerprinted is what I'm picking up here. Okay. Speaking of fingerprints, and I'm also picking up on like unwelcome touch. So unwelcome touch is harassment. And so we're going to see more about this coming up in the news over the next 1 to 3 days. Somebody is going to claim that somebody touched them inappropriately. And so we could very well see sexual assault cases or some sexual cases about sexual advances or some sort coming in over the next 1 or 3 days or 4. Okay. So I keep seeing something like big, like an elephant, something big, king size. I know we talked about like it could have been a possible like tornado, like the biggest that's ever seen. But I am picking up on something big, that something bigger than we've ever seen, like history being made, massive, huge. Because I'm seeing a crash, this could be a huge, massive pileup. I hope not, but that's what I'm picking up. I'm picking up on something big. It's going to be big, okay? But nonetheless, I'm picking up on, the fashion world when it comes down to fabrics and maybe like I don't know where the indigo dye comes from, but that's going to be affected. We might see something coming up to where the fashion industry is affected by maybe the food coloring and stuff like that, because some of this stuff that you be eating got them bugs in it. It's got them bugs in it. They actually like they like cook up some bugs. They feed the bugs. What is that, off cactus? And then they take that off, and then they cook them up, and then the bugs turn red, and then it creates that dye. So yeah, anything that's like got that red coloring in it, I don't know where it's coming from. I don't want it. I don't want it. And then people wondering why you got all them stomach issues. But I ain't no medical doctor. Child, this stuff is for entertainment purposes only. But if you know like I know, then you know. Okay? So, but I am seeing a lot of threats, a lot of like tanks, people being thrown in tanks, being like, or tank activity, like tanks, maybe tanks being positioned at a border, or tankers like now moving about in the streets. I'm seeing a lot of like war activity. If I'm going to be honest, I'm going to be honest and tell you what I see. All right. Who is that now involved? Germany. So listen, we got China. We got Russia. We got Ukraine. We got Germany. We got India. We got Pakistan. And there's a whole bunch, and the U.S. is there too. And the whole mess is just brewing. And that movie that I was telling y'all to watch that one time is called Left Behind. Left Behind. I find that movie to be very accurate for today. Okay. And then you remember that dream I had yesterday, and I told you that people were just like coming up missing. So it's something to take heed to, my friends. I don't know everything, but what I know that I know. What I know that I know. Okay? And I know that movie is more accurate than not. Now, do I think that the one we see is the one prophesied to be? No, I don't. I feel like there is a bigger threat that you cannot see, lurking about, that's going to come in and act like he's going to save y'all from this. And he's going to be the real devil. That's what I feel. But yeah, this is just a horseman type of thing going on right now. If you know like I know, then you know. This is just a horseman. Okay. But that means it's there are certain things that are supposed to happen before it happens. And this is one of the things that happens. So anyways, I'm seeing here skin peeling, so it's going to get hotter here over the next 1 to 3 days or so. I feel like to the point to where sunscreen, skin peel, sunscreen, sunburns type of energy coming in. Okay, so as well as we're going to see something, talk about somebody unattractive, or somebody's going to say something like, well, she was unattractive, why would I even do that? But she must not have been too unattractive. But we'll hear talk about something like about somebody's looks, somebody being unattractive, like how jealousy kicks in. She's so fat, child. I had a client that said that one time. I was like, baby, if you only know like I know. Some men are not that fickle to where they looking at the way you look. It's the substance of your character. Yeah, some men don't want women that look perfect. They want women that work perfectly together with their goal and their vision. And so, but she was like, I don't see what he see in her. She's so fat. She's so ugly. Baby, just the fact that you saying that about her lets me know how ugly you are on the inside. You're ugly. And he sees that ugliness in you. So being attractive doesn't necessarily have anything to do with looks. Your spirit attracts people. And I know that to be true. I know that spirit can attract people because I walk in a room and I turn heads. I'm telling you, your spirit is what does it. Your spirit goes before you. Your spirit is like that energy when it walks in a room. Them demons, you cause demons to turn their heads. You see? It don't got nothing to do. For some people, yes. But you don't always attract what you want, because that narcissist is really big on looks. So while you're focused so much on somebody's outward appearance, that's why you're getting what you're getting. And they mess around and they treat you how they treat you, because you're not focused on substance. You're focusing on outward appearance and that alone. Now, we are to take some kind of pride in ourselves. Yes. So it is important, but it's not that important. So you can look over at her and say, girl, how she get him? Oh, he must be using her. And then you try to go after that man. Look at you and wonder why you that thought over there. You wonder why they call you a thought. I know Tupac said, wonder why they call you that. Okay. He said, wonder why they call you that. And I'm going to say, wonder why they call you a thought. Because you're seeking about, lurking about, seeking whom. So, yeah, she got him. Yeah, he got her. Because they're not focused on looks. They're focusing on character. Girl, bye. Okay? Ooh, child, I didn't mean to say all that. But I said that because I got unattractive, unpleasant woman talk coming in. And then I also, we get chrome, witch energy, that type of thing. So we get supernatural activity today. So this is a good time to do a cleansing, to do a smudging, and to protect yourself, protect your energy, okay? I am also seeing dragons, so we might hear something about dragon seeings, okay? Now, is the dragon real? Absolutely, my friend. The dragon is a real thing. And Puff the Magic Dragon, uh the dragon is invisible, okay? The dragon can be invisible, and he does lurk about. It could be a he or she, I don't know, but I seen a dragon. I seen a dragon. Okay, and I know I'm not, well, I know I'm crazy, but I know I'm not that crazy. Yeah. You ever heard about this dragon? And the dragon has a rider, and that dragon also has a tail that is similar to a serpent. Look it up because it's a real thing, and I saw it. I saw it. I see it all the time, lurking about. Those fire rainbows that you just see in the sky are not just fire rainbows in the sky. You wonder why you see all these missiles, these chemical trails, these chemtrails in the sky. Oh, I done seen some stuff, friend, and I know I'm crazy, but I know I'm not that crazy. Okay, so I'm seeing stuff like this coming up over the next 1 or 3 days. People are going to say that they saw something. So dragon sightings. I'm also picking up something coming in. Now, this unattractive woman could also be something that has to do with the LGBTQIA community. It could have something to do with that, because I'm seeing here, I see like uncool words, okay? I'm seeing words coming in here. And so their community could be attacked, but I'm also picking up on adoption energy, right? So there might be some kind of bills and ordinances or stipulations coming in about adoption with this here. So we know that they're saying, okay, you're not allowed in the military. Now they might say, look, you're not allowed to adopt these babies. I'm just telling you what I see. And so this is something that could be kicking in and revving up here. But I am picking up something about adoption coming in nonetheless here. So very discriminative acts coming in. And if I made up a word, we're going to go with that word. So yeah, a lot of weapon activity, a lot of wounds, injuries, bad, just bad. Okay. Some people starting to be discharged from the military, or discharged. This could be guns discharging, but nonetheless, I'm seeing discharge. So those who are, in the LGBTQIA community, they might actually start discharging them out here. They might start separating them out here pretty soon. Okay, so the discussion might be coming up like, what do we do right now? What do we keep them in? Do we let them out? That type of situation going on. So also identity, marks and identity. So we're going to see stuff coming in about maybe chips, using chips as our identity, tags as identity, something coming in about identity and labels here. Like I said, I'm seeing new bills coming in, and ordinances of that nature. Also restaurant. I see restaurants coming in. Somebody could be dining and dashing, or something along those lines. But I'm picking up on a restaurant. Maybe they billed the client the wrong stuff, but I'm picking up on a restaurant invoice. I'm seeing something about account statements and charges. So you might get a letter today dealing with that type of thing. I'm seeing a reckoning. Okay. So it's going to be some kind of reckoning. Okay. So somebody feels like they're feeling a little bit vengeful here today and over the next 1 or 3 days or 4. I still see smoke. Okay. Is it black smoke? All right, I told you about the Cardinals, but is it black smoke? It could be black smoke again. I'm seeing smoke. So they're going to continue the process here. Cigarettes, it might be cigarettes, and it very well could be drugs. Okay, tabloids are going to be tabloiding. I'm picking up something about the tabloids. Okay. All right. So, excuse me. So I see a lot of going on. But nonetheless, like I said, there is going to be good energy as well. I see that this is a good day to manifest, that this is a good day to basically call in what it is that you want to call in, clean your space, clean your environment, because, you know, you don't want anything to block the flow of that good chi energy, because that's going to actually help bring in the good and necessary here. Trophy. Okay. Yeah, but overall, I see unpleasant energy, unwelcome energy, unlucky, unfavorable, disagreeable fights when it comes down to relationships. Relationships will have a hard time today for many, because we are in that, like I said, the communication test. If you have effective communication in your relationship, you're good. If you're not, it's not you. It's not you. It's having to do with the energy of the day. So basically, focus, keep busy, focus on that. Don't go back and forth with anybody, because it can really go left today. I'm seeing carelessness, negligent behavior. So accidents happening that didn't even have to happen, which causes people to be injured and in pain. I'm also seeing more about the diseased. So we're going to see more about diseases over the next 1 or 3 days or 4. Rotten, decay, decomposed energy coming in, and people being regretful, guilty, and ashamed. I also see committee meeting coming up, like some kind of meeting, some kind of assembly. Like I said, this could be the trial, or some trial or something, and this could also be, Congress coming together, or something like that coming together. I'm seeing something else coming in about schools and testing, as well as the Vatican. We'll see these subjects coming in on the news over the next 1 to 3 days or 4. I love you, my friend. You take care of yourself, okay? Google one. Hearts go out. You get a heart. You get a heart. You get a heart. Hearts go out. Hearts go out. Bye.